Ladies and gentlemen, Geeking here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading. Today, market is up about 1.3%. There on the S&P Nasdaq 2.1.9%, semiconductor 0.8, Dow 1, Russell 2000, transport, banks, energy, biotech, healthcare, home builders, utilities, retail, emerging market, every single sectors are green today. Bitcoin up, gold, silver, miners are also dollar down, oil down, treasury bond down. The rates are up. VIX is down about 7% there. Let's stick with S&P 500 ETF. Spider! 65-minute chart. Here's so this will be closed yesterday. It looks like we actually saw gap up this morning here, as you can see. The gap up, it looks like market pretty much bolted to the upside here.
Perfect.
Continuing to make a move, break above all the resistances. And with that move, what happened was we almost feel that down gap coming from, as you can see here, February 16th here. So you can see this is where we closed. In mid-February right there, right? And so it gapped down, bulls brought it back up. As you can see, it gapped down here, big gap down actually. And then you saw that move and that partially open, right? So it took almost 2 months here to come back up. And when this gap wasn't filled, that's when all the hell broke loose for the buyers here. You can see once that gap was left open, things became extremely difficult for the market buyers.
Emotional damage.
Bulls put up that courage one more time, brought it all the way back up here and filled the almost entirety of the down gap. However, that gap wasn't fully filled. And I think that gap not getting fully filled could pose a little bit of bearish sentiment, at least in the micro term, unless bulls can either gap it up tomorrow and just go ahead and make sure and just fill that gap as quickly as possible. However, with that doji right on that gap barrier, remember that gap is pretty much like 5% remaining. It doesn't have much of authority, just that down gap was pretty much filled, almost all of it. So I think the minor term, this gap doesn't get filled. I could see the worst case scenario, maybe, retesting about 410 here on the micro term moving average. If we do see a downturn and this turning into some sort of an evening star reversal, right? And for that to happen, what the bears are looking for is some sort of a gap down, or we're gonna need to see at least 2 hours of a downturn. If we do see that, you can see that 411 is a prior swing high resistance. That's going to be the next known support. The stronger support probably is going to be 410 or so, because that's a level coinciding with the micro term moving average. So I think this level could potentially, we might retest this vicinity if we do see some sort of a downturn going into tomorrow. Let's check out that oscillator. So you can see the oscillator crossed back up here. This is a pretty similar look to what we witnessed just about a week and a half ago or so. You can see there's that cross there, and that's the cross with the gap up here. So you can see we actually gapped up today, finding that horizontal or rising pivot here, as you can see right on the short-term moving average. So we actually saw gap up and we just kind of ran up to the upside here. The oscillator isn't overbought.
Perfect.
As you can see, there's a lot of room remaining here, right? So the oscillator isn't overbought. Bulls are not tired. Obviously, bulls did get tired once this thing got near to that overbought level. So bulls needed to rest and they need to reset that oscillator. That's exactly what they did on this kind of the downturn here. And with that oscillator coming down, resetting, and then we're going back up here. So bulls rested with this, what it looks like a bull flagging pattern. And with the today's move, looks like bulls are waiting for another leg higher. So they really, the bulls need to kind of keep that momentum going. Let's say we lose the momentum here, because it looks like this could potentially be some sort of a consolidation or breakout, right? But let's say we lose a momentum and bears have that oscillator crossing back down, let's say tomorrow. Well, what's going to happen is then we're going to see what it looks like, what it appears to be a bearish divergence. You can see you got higher high there and lower high. So you can see though buyers made that move and filled the entirety almost of the down gap from February, if they don't continue with this momentum to the upside, they can potentially turn this into some sort of bearish reversal signal. And if we do see a bearish divergence, that signal could get this market to come down to at least fill this up gap and retest the horizontal or the rising pivot here. And that's coming up here around, this is around 408 or so. That's going to be a stronger, you know what I'm saying, a reversal pattern. So I think bears are probably desperately seeking to, find that bearish divergence on the oscillator, while bulls are waiting to not only keep that momentum going, but they need to just make sure to fill that gap completely that's still open, and then continuation. And they want to keep that oscillator at the top of his band. And then what they want to do is that oscillator kind of, oscillate back and forth at the top, doing something like this, right? And then you can have at least several more days of bullish upturn. We talked a lot about that 420 vicinity, right? This is a Boss Bears command center. Last time, bulls got up there trying to battle with the Boss Bears, as you can see in early February, right? They were quickly shot down and not able to see much of a battle here. You can see just not even really get there. So that's probably where the buyers want to go. They want to have that one more chance, one more shot at battling with the Boss Bears. The Boss Bears are residing at 420. They are preparing for this battle. But 413, 414 here, that's the level that bulls need to reclaim and break above. And they need to keep that oscillator all the way to the top of his band, and then keep that momentum going. I'm gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening. We'll train tomorrow.